Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Chris Pajak. It's daily news time. It's the day after Liverpool have signed Fabinho and things are moving very, very quickly. Liverpool are supposed to be in advanced talks with Nabil Fekir now, Lyon captain, attacking midfielder forward. I mean, we could literally have gone from Saturday of a midfield from Henderson, Wijnaldum and Milner to by this Saturday coming. It could literally be Keita, Fabinho and Fekir. I mean, what a crazy few days. And, you know, we've been planning so much content this week and Liverpool are kind of ruined it all and ruined it in a good way, because now it's all about who we're going to bring in. And you know, the way that the Fabinho transfer went down, I mean, 39 million quid, an extra 4 million or something, £85,000 a week, such a versatile player, aggressive in challenge, box to box if you want, play the 6, play the 8, play the 2, as Jurgen Klopp himself has said. Such an exciting signing. But this one, the Fekir one, could be equally as impressive for me. So Dave Maddock on Twitter last night from the Mirror says Fabinho will be the first of a minimum of 3 more Liverpool signings this summer, in addition to the signing of Naby Keita. Talks expected with Lyon over signing of Nabil Fekir, while goalkeeper and also an absolute priority, hashtag LFC. So there you go. And then we'll go straight over to his article. Actually, Liverpool complete 45 million deal for Monaco midfielder Fabinho, as Reds make first major summer signing. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, and you can see here, right, here we go, where are we? Speaking on national television, there are discussions with other clubs. It will take time, I think. The president knows my desires and we'll talk about it in the next few days. That's Fekir on a potential move. Liverpool, though, are aware of pitfalls of waiting until after the World Cup, with the potential for rival bids for players and a massive leap in price tag if the player is an impressive tournament. Club Sport director Michael Edwards has already made preliminary progress with Lyon in setting a transfer agenda. Now we'll try and push further in the hope of securing an agreement. Klopp also wants a keeper, but is facing problems over the prohibitive size of the release clause for number 1 target Oblak of Atletico Madrid and difficulties of getting second choice Alisson out of Roma. So there you go. Nabil Fekir looks like Liverpool are going to try desperately to wrap this one up before the World Cup actually starts. I mean, there are, just to show you both sides to the story as well, Liverpool's pursuit of Nabil Fekir is set to be frustrated until after the World Cup, with the Lyon star determined to put on a show and rush to increase the amount of options available to him. This is from the Independent. Fekir is an in-demand player after several seasons of outstanding play for Lyon. With Champions League runners up, Liverpool, the club showing the most interest. But while the Reds were able to move quickly and decisively to secure the signing of Monaco utility man Fabinho, their hopes of completing another swift coup were dented by Fekir himself, who told reporters after France's 2-0 win over Ireland that he wouldn't be moving anywhere until after the World Cup. Let's go to those, because that's not exactly what he said. Will Fabinho be my future teammate? I will discuss my future after the World Cup, not before. That's not him putting to bed the rumours. That's him saying I won't discuss it until afterwards. If I sign for someone before the World Cup, if I will sign somewhere before the World Cup, honestly, I don't know. That's not him putting to bed those rumours, if you ask me. That's him saying, I haven't got a clue and don't really kind of want to talk about it. So Liverpool look like we are showing real intent in this transfer window. We are looking to capitalise on a great season last season that ultimately ended in disappointment, of course. But now we know our attack's good. Jurgen Klopp is on the way to sorting out the defence. The midfield seems to be the one that he wants to sort out, and then the question marks are going to be of the goalkeeper. Listen to new signing Fabinho talking about Fekir. Would you like Nabil Fekir to sign in Liverpool too? This is for BFM RNC Sport. Yes, he is a very good player of international level. In League One, it is not only this season that he has demonstrated things, it's been a few years since he demonstrated his quality. If he comes, it will be good too. I'm just loving this transfer window all day. I really thought I needed a long time to get over that loss at the weekend to Real Madrid, and apparently all I needed was Fabinho to sign for Liverpool Football Club and some Nabil Fekir rumours to gain a little bit of traction and stuff. So yeah, absolutely brilliant for that one. Again, Now just a little bit of squad stuff. Firmino persuaded Liverpool to the new Liverpool midfielder to sign. So Fabinho was basically persuaded by Roberto Firmino on the phone. They're obviously mates from Brazil squads in the past. Fabinho has revealed how a phone call with new Liverpool teammate Roberto Firmino helped persuade him to join the Reds. Absolutely brilliant. Speaking after completing the move, the 24-year-old revealed talks with both compatriot Firmino and Jurgen Klopp saw him make his decision amidst other serious offers. I spoke by phone with Firmino. I know him personally. I've been in the Brazil squad. I was able to talk to the coach as well. They gave me a lot of confidence. They showed me that they really wanted me. When we met, everything went very well. The contract had been over for a few weeks. It was 3-4 weeks that I spoke to him. I spoke with people from the club, with the coach, gave me a lot of confidence. I wanted to go to a club that really wanted me, which showed great interest. Go ahead, Liverpool Football Club. Absolutely loving it. Little bit of poor news at the moment, and we'll get to comments and stuff, of course, later on. Tommy, you mic'd in just so I know? Excellent work, of course you are. According to ESPN, no Liverpool offer for Roma goalkeeper Alisson, and that is Roma sporting director Monchi said the club have not received an offer for goalkeeper Alisson amid continuing speculation linking him with Liverpool Football Club. This is what he said, and I quote, "To sell a player, you need three components: an offer which is accepted, and the desire of the lad to change clubs, and we have none of these components," Gazzetta dello Sport reported Monchi saying. So for me, Alisson is staying with us since we are delighted with him, and he wants to stay in Rome. Not good news. And then obviously we mentioned before the size of Jan Oblak's release clause. Not looking good on the goalkeeper front, but I think most Liverpool fans will agree now that although they do want Lloris Karius to go on and improve and have a great career, we've kind of just got to be bastards sometimes. And do you know what? The really successful sides in world football cut the losses, and I'm kind of of the opinion now that I kind of want Liverpool to cut the losses and go and sign someone big. Mo Salah to travel to Spain for treatment on shoulder injury as Liverpool star eyes World Cup return. So there you go. Initial suggestions were that he had dislocated his shoulder, but those fears were allayed. Salah will travel to Spain this week for treatment on his shoulder injury. The Liverpool star was forced off, blah, 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 blah. The initial suggestions were that he had dislocated his shoulder, but those fears were allayed, and the Egyptian FA insisted they were optimistic Salah will be fit to make the World Cup. So there we go. Hopefully Salah will make the World Cup. We know how important it is to him and his country that they have their star man there. Let's get into some comments. Let's go on Nabil Fekir first and foremost, please, mate.
Just before we start that, Sam Ellis gives us £5
Go ahead.
saying, so happy that it's all good news after the defeat on Saturday. Fabinho is class. Keep up the sick videos. Hashtag Allay, Allay, Allay.
Excellent.
Nice one.
Thank you so much. Simo kind of, while you find that one, I've got one from Simo, said that post-match vlog was immense, Chris. We all felt the same. Love you, Defiance, but look at you, you're bouncing out. I am absolutely bouncing. It's partly to do with the huge amount of caffeine that I've put into my body this morning, and it's also to do with the fact that Liverpool signed Fabinho. I was in bed at 9:30. I had a few cocktails when I got in from work last night. Sat out in the garden with the wife, got on the Aperol Spritz and all that, like, you know, the Prosecco, you know what I'm talking about. Then, yeah, I was in bed for 9:30 because I can't take my ale. And then, yeah, and now I woke up and Fabinho signed. I'm bouncing. We've done a reaction podcast on the website. I'm doing a stats and tactics show, 40 minutes, looking at Fabinho, his career so far, the stats that he's put up this season. And, of course, I am looking at an entire game of his, not YouTube videos. We do our research here at Redmen TV. If you want to get involved in that, it's £5 a month. Go to redmentv.com to sign up. It's amazing. You're amazing. Love you all. Thanks for the kind comments. And let's go, Thomas.
JTD Gaming says that Fabinho transfer was like the good old days when you wouldn't know a thing until a player is in the jersey.
That's it, and I used to love that, and I listen, I get very excited about the rumours and stuff like that, but I don't enjoy it. I would rather just pick up the Echo back in the day. My dad used to buy it, not me, like, and listen, I love the Echo, but you pick up the back of the Echo, and then Liverpool would sign someone. That's what it was like. There was literally just a few tweets going around going, it's close this, you know, boys. Get you, like, our WhatsApp group was like, start watching him, start doing your research on him and all that, and then all of a sudden, bang, he signs, and it's amazing, like. Avi Ask UK, is Emre staying? Definitely not, I don't think so. We've already signed his replacement, and we might have signed 2 replacements before he's even left the club, you know. That's how fast Liverpool are moving at the moment. Have you got anything else then for us, mate?
Marco Walsho talking about Fekir. I think that Fekir will rotate with Salah and Mane, and Dom will with Firmino because he played on the right for France. I think he's saying Salah and Mane. not.
He would rotate with Salah and Mane.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. I think he's played a lot of the time for Lyon in the number 10 position, to be honest. And although he can play up front and on the right as well, we've seen a lot less of him on the left. But it really wouldn't surprise me if we saw him, you know, used in a central midfield role in the way that Phil Coutinho was used at times this season. It wouldn't surprise me because he's got that skill set. He's able to dictate a little bit of tempo. Not that he's done it loads in his past before, but Jurgen Klopp likes that sort of utility player, and I believe that he'll not only rotate him for Salah if we need to rest him, or Sadio Mane, maybe even Bobby Firmino, but we've got that sort of player who can always have a game. I mean, it looks to me like the boys that we're shining, these aren't backups, these lads, these are great footballers. I think Fabinho goes straight into the side, and it wouldn't surprise me if Fekir fashions himself a place in this side as well. And yes, it is only me that has cocktails on a Monday, Cameron, thanks.
Mohamed Salah, while he's injured, obviously, in the chat, he says...
One-handed typing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Lift his shoulder, can he?
Maybe with his nose, or you never know. Yeah. We have 8 midfielders who can easily break into the starting lineup. I think that's really exciting for next season.
Yeah, bye-bye, Marco. Sorry, lads. He's just not getting anywhere near this side anymore, is he? And listen, he had a good spell over at Cardiff and stuff, but the likes of Adam Lallana, 30 years old, looks like we might be cutting our losses with him. And maybe I wouldn't want that to happen. I do like Adam Lallana, but I have said it a few times over the last few months, broke stays broke, and the lad's always injured. We've got a lot of midfielders, to your point, and I think you're right.
Here's an interesting one. Dylan Vicaria says, Chris, what do you think the Fabinho signing means for Henderson next season?
That's a very interesting one. I've not really sort of thought about this fully, but I do think that Fabinho takes Henderson's 6th spot. I just feel like he's that more of a destroyer that we maybe need in some of the bigger games. I don't think Henderson's Liverpool career is over. I'm not even sure his captaincy's over, although when he's not on the field, I imagine Virgil van Dijk will take the captaincy from him. It wouldn't shock me to see Van Dijk made captain though either, to be honest. We might see Jordan Henderson more in the 8 role. Something that a lot of Liverpool fans think he still has the ability to do, that box-to-box midfielder that he was before he was converted into a number 6. We could very well go to a dual holding midfield role. You know, we could go to a 4-2-3-1 with Fekir playing behind our front 3. I mean, wouldn't that be exciting to see as a Liverpool fan? I mean, I've said for years, I really thought that Liverpool would go back to a 4-2-3-1. Maybe Fekir is the answer to that. Maybe it's Fekir. I mean, listen, I don't know. But another thing that I've also said over the last couple of years is the way that the front 3 rotates. Wouldn't it be great if you had a midfield that could do exactly the same? And I think with Naby Keita, with Fabinho, with Fekir, with Jordan Henderson, with James Milner, with Gini Wijnaldum, they can all play all of those roles. They can all play a little bit of the 6, they can all play a little bit of the 8. And wouldn't it be, how hard would it be if not only have you got the front 3 swapping positions all day long, but you've got the midfield doing it as well? It's a really exciting time to be a Liverpool fan. I don't know how this Liverpool midfield's going to set up next season. I always try and predict what Jurgen Klopp's going to do. It's very rare any of us get it right, because Jurgen Norbert Klopp knows so much more about football than we do. He even probably knows how to say his name. But I am really excited. We signed Fekir. I'll go through the roof, man.
Following on from that, Nick Leon says, is this the best buzz around the club yous have felt for years? From Australia, I can't remember a time in my life where there's been such a buzz, and I can imagine it's 1,000 times better than Liverpool.
Yeah, you know what? Come the end of the 2008-2009 season, there was a real thing like Liverpool can kick on and we'll go and do better, but it never happened. There was a buzz about the club at the end of that season that I was very excited to be a Liverpool fan. There was a buzz about the club at 2005, of course, there was as well, you know, the European nights and all that. But right now feels slightly different. Right now feels like back then, and looking back and with hindsight, it's very difficult for me to remember exactly how I was feeling at the time. But looking back with hindsight, it felt like they were the peak of those Liverpool sides. You know, 13-14 was peak Rodgers. 2008-2009 was the peak of Rafa Benitez's side. This is the first stage of a Jurgen Klopp side, I believe, at Liverpool. It seems like the ownership at the moment has got it right. And, you know, the ownership has been fantastic. The transfer committee has been fantastic over the last sort of 12 months. The manager's been fantastic. The lads on the pitch have been fantastic. And the fan base has been fantastic. And it's not very often over the last 20, 30 years where all of those things have been firing all at the same time. So I suppose maybe maybe you're right. Maybe it is the best time to be a Liverpool fan right now. And you know what? It shouldn't be a couple of days after the Champions League final. But I've got trust in this side. I was defiant on the night. I'm defiant now. And I believe that this Liverpool side can go on and achieve big things. And call me deluded if you're a fan of another club all you want. But I've got hope and belief in my side. And if you haven't got hope and belief in your side, what are you doing with your life? Why are you a football fan? Go and find something else to do. This is Liverpool Football Club. We're Liverpool Football Club fans. And we support our team no matter what. And that's the difference between us and with you. We know that Liverpool can improve. We've seen it for years and years and years. And yes, we're going through a dry spell, but we've got the manager who's getting the best out of the players, and we've got boss players, and we're going to make boss signings. We're sorting our defence out. We're looking like we're sorting our midfield out. Our attack's the best in the fucking league anyway. Short the goalkeeper. Man City, watch your backs. There you go. There you go. I thought Tom was going to have another question for me, but there we go. So there you go. All right. Which centre-back should we go for? Chris says Meme Lord. Lovren was brilliant against Madrid, but is a liability as we've seen the games against Man United, etc. I'm not all in on we need another centre-back for Dejan Lovren now. I think if you can do it on the biggest stage of all against Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players of all time, you can do it in any stage. And yes, every player is going to have wobbles through the course of a season. I've seen Vincent Kompany, who's probably been the best centre-back in this league for the last 8 years, make so many mistakes. But because we're not a fan of Manchester City, we forget it. We see all the good stuff that he does. Dejan Lovren's done loads of good stuff. I would absolutely love it if we didn't have to, and Dejan Lovren proved everybody wrong. And he's got the skill set. I think he's got the mental strength to be a top player for Liverpool. Don't get me wrong. If you can improve on him, improve on him. I just don't know there's that many players out there that we can at the moment who are available. So, yeah, I do think that Lovren's going to be the starting centre-back with Virgil van Dijk on day one of next season. And if he's not, boss, because it means we've signed someone really, really good. That's what it is. So thanks very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks you for supporting the Redmen TV. It's going to be a belter summer. We're going to be here. All your transfer news, all your transfer rumours, all kinds of fact files coming up. We've got one on Fabinho. Ben Kelly's done a great fact file on Fabinho. That'll be out either later today or tomorrow. Look forward to the content. I am. Like the video, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully, when Liverpool have signed Fekir. Ta-ra.